You can call it skin bleaching, you can call it skin lightening, skin whitening, skin brightening, or even skin toning. Whatever phrase you want to use to describe it, the ultimate goal is to make the skin fairer or lighter. Good afternoon. This video I'm making today is to do with melanin. Melanin has two functions in the body. The first function is that it gives us our color. So if your skin produces a lot of melanin, then you'll be darker skinned than someone who produces less melanin. And this is all to do with your genes. So that's one job. The other job that melanin does in your body is that it's a natural sunscreen. And so the more melanin you have in your skin, the more protection you have from the ultraviolet rays. So if you're darker skinned, it means you have more melanin. It means that you have more screening than someone who is fairer skinned and therefore has less melanin. That's pretty much what melanin does in the body. Now, in the spirit of sun protection, this part of the video you will find very useful, especially if you come from certain continents. For instance, people who come from Africa or some parts of Asia might find this particular video very useful. And the reason for that is because there are some people who come from certain parts of the world who practice skin lightening. Now, you can call it skin bleaching, you can call it skin lightening, skin whitening, skin brightening, or even skin toning. Whatever phrase you want to use to describe it, the ultimate goal is to make the skin fairer or lighter. Now, I'm not going to go into details about the reason why people do these things, because there's so many different reasons why people feel the need to practice the whole idea of lightening your skin. But in the spirit of sunscreen, I want to do this video just to educate people and make them more aware of the dangers in terms of protecting your skin when it comes to skin bleaching. Now, whatever you use to do the skin bleaching, whether it's an injection or a cream, they end up causing your skin to be lighter by working in three different ways. The first way that they work is by blocking the making of the melanin. Excuse me. Now, the melanin is the pigment that gives us our color. So if you're darker skinned, like I said, then it means that your skin is making more melanin. So what some of these products do will be to block production of melanin by the melanocytes in the skin, whose job is to make melanin. A typical example of this product would be hydroquinone. So have a look at the cream that you're using, and if it has hydroquinone in it, make your skin fairer by blocking the production of melanin. So of course, if you block the melanin, then the skin naturally will stop having the pigment that gives us our color. The second way that this happens is by certain products that will increase the turnover of skin production or replacement. A typical example would be retinol or tretinoin. What they do is that they increase the turnover of the cells. So you're having newer cells replacing the older cells, and this is faster than the body would normally replace the cells. So these newer cells are coming faster, more rapidly than before. And of course, they're not going to be melanated skin. So they're going to be fairer skin, young, fresh skin that has not been melanated. So that is the second way of causing the skin to be lighter, because if you're increasing the turnover of this skin by using products like tretinoin, and you're also using a product that has hydroquinone, you're doing two things. You're blocking the making of the pigment as well as increasing the replacement of cells. The third way that products do this is by stopping inflammation. Anti-inflammatory agents. A typical example is steroids. So look again at the ingredients in your product or in the product that you're using. If it has a steroid, if you're not sure, you can Google the name of the ingredient. Typically, betnovate, dermovate. Dermovate is actually a very potent steroid. So in addition to stopping the inflammation, it has its own problems, for instance, thinning the skin. So you find that a lot of people will have thinner skin where you can actually see the veins through the skin. That's because of the fact that they're using very potent steroids. So Google the ingredients in your product and find out whether or not the product that you're using has steroids. So what these do is that they stop inflammation. Typically, if you injure yourself or if you have a skin infection, these cause your skin to become inflamed. And when inflammation occurs, they trigger the production of melanin, if that makes sense. So your skin is inflamed, you have the skin make more melanin. And so if you have a product that's anti-inflammatory, so it's stopping this response of producing more melanin when the skin is inflamed, then melanin production is again going to be affected. So let's recap. You have a product that has hydroquinone. So let's recap. You have a product that has hydroquinone that will block the production of melanin. You have a product that has tretinoin or retinol that will increase the turnover of the cell. And then you have the third product, which is a steroid, which will reduce inflammation and therefore discouraging pigment formation. Here's a video that I made earlier, and I hope that this video will explain exactly what happens in this process.
This is a picture of the skin. As you can see where the cursor is, you have the three layers: the epidermis, which is the uppermost layer, you have the dermis, which is the middle part, and then the inner part, which has the subcutaneous fat. So this is a window that shows you or expands on melanin, so that you can see when we talk about melanin and the cells that make melanin, which are called melanocytes. So when people talk about blocking the production of melanin, this is exactly what they mean. And then when people are talking about the turnover of the skin being increased, this is what they mean. So you have the dermis, and these are layers. It's not just a single layer. So when you have products or you have substances that would increase the turnover of the skin, what it means that this skin here is being replaced really rapidly. So the toppermost layer is being replaced by brand new skin that is newer, is fresher, is younger, and in most cases, if you're also using a product that's stopping the melanin from being produced, this brand new skin is not going to be melanated. So this is what we mean by melanin, stopping melanin being produced and increasing the turnover of the skin when you use some of the products that would increase the turnover of the skin. I hope this helps. Thank you.
So the awareness that I'm trying to create is not that I'm judging you with regards to why you're using these products. I just want people to understand that when you use these products, that your skin is exposed and that you need extra protection for your skin. Because remember that under normal circumstances, you need SPF 30 to protect your skin, your melanated skin, without any products. And even that does not protect you 100%. So when you use these products that are actually removing the protection that your body has naturally, you need to consider sunscreens that give you higher levels of protection. So we're talking about SPF 50 and SPF 80, and just the higher the better. The other issue that I wanted to point out is that in addition to the fact that these products will cause your skin to become fairer, some of them have their own side effects. For instance, some of them would cause your skin to be more sensitive to the sun. So not only are you exposing the skin, you're also using a product that's going to make your skin more likely to burn. So you can imagine what would happen if you're using these products and you're not protecting your skin. I'm sure we have all seen people, men, women, wherever we live or wherever we come from, who have patchy skin or who have burns on their faces, especially around the eye area. You know, the skin around your eye area is much more delicate than the skin that covers the rest of your face. And unfortunately, many people use these products close to their eyes, even though most of them would say avoid your eye area. And in addition, they don't use sunscreen. And that's the reason why you see so many people who use these products. Either their skin is red, or they have patchy skin, or they have sunburn marks, especially kind of around the cheek areas and around the eye areas, just because of the fact that they're using these products, they're not understanding what these products do or what the coloration on our skin, the function of that coloration. There is a reason why the skin is melanated. They're not understanding that when you remove this protection, that your skin needs extra protection. If you have not seen any of the videos I've done on sun protection, please watch the playlist that I've created on sun protection. If you want me to talk about the products that I use to bleach the skin, please let me know in the comments section. And I hope that you have found this video useful. If you have, consider subscribing to the channel. Please share the video, leave a comment, and until I see you again, this is IJ from Wellness with IJ. You take care and goodbye.